just realized I've been turning my pillows yellow. Oops. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we're standing on the floor. And so begins the saga of the dust. Now the kitchen's in a usable condition, we wanted to start using it. First step was to give it a good clean, and that meant getting rid of all the construction dust. Sadly, this is not the last time you will see me dust in this video, and you will see the endless dust that appears all over the kitchen. I did find this awesome new attachment for the Hoover though. You can see I just use it all over the place, and it is so good. It's got these like soft fibres, and it just gets the dust from everywhere without scratching anything. I use it everywhere now. It's my favourite thing. This is your first time in the kitchen, Star. What's your thoughts? I'd like to leave, please. It's scary and different. Oh, no, we're coming back. What's your thoughts, Star? What do you think? We go investigate? She said, I just want cuddles, I don't care. Next step to making the kitchen usable, actually putting stuff in the drawers. We didn't unpack the full kitchen, just everything we'd left out to use during the renovation that had been living in the living room. More chaos has occurred. There's a lack of fridge freezer, there's a lack of dining room table, and there's a butt ton of stuff over here. Feels nice to have this open though. You really start to get the feel of how big and open this is going to be now we've taken all those things away. Good morning and happy Monday. It's the start of another week. Yay! So got some footage from over the weekend where we started clearing things out the living room because the floor in the living room has come up today. You can see the two different floors going on now. We've also cleared the barrier and put stuff in the kitchen. And oh my god, it feels amazing. Like you can feel the space now and how big it is, and the kitchen's like right there. Oh, it's all just so exciting. But yeah, so we need to clear everything that's in the living room. We did a lot of it the weekend, but there's still a few things that we need to do today because there was a few things I wanted to leave to the last minute. Like Star's crate, I don't want to have to move it for as long as possible, so we're going to do that when the guys are here. The sofa's a bit of a saga. We were planning on moving it, but then Ali threw his back out over the weekend, so we couldn't lift it. Like I can't lift it by myself, and he couldn't lift it with his back, so we're gonna ask the guys to help me move that today. And then just a couple bits and pieces we were using last night, like this wee side table, some cushions and a blanket and stuff. So I'm just gonna get that moved now before they come. So they should be here about 9. I've been up since Ali left about 4:30. But I've basically just spent the entire time either scrolling Instagram or catching up on all my TV shows. At the moment, I've got so many TV shows that are releasing episodes over the weekend that Ali doesn't watch. So I basically just spend Monday mornings. I got up early with him and just spend the morning like catching up on the TV shows. It's like a great time for me at the moment in terms of TV shows. It's fantastic. Still rocking the orange hair. I've not washed it again yet. I think it does need washed now though. It's getting a wee bit gross. One thing I noticed over the weekend was the colours are really clear at the roots, but I think the yellow's overtaken the pink on the bottom, which is why there's not a lot of pink in my base. Like I was literally picking out hairs that are like bright pink at the root, and then they're like yellow at the bottom. Actually, if I just pull this one out, really pink, and then by the end, you can see the yellow. Like that should all be pink. So I think we have solved the problem as to why my hair is not that pink at all. The yellow is just completely taken over. So that's that problem solved. I think I'm just gonna have to accept my hair's yellow at the moment. If I rinse it out more, I imagine the yellow is probably gonna leak more into the pink, so it's just gonna get orangier and orange. Oh, I can't match this pillow. Oh my god, I matched my pillow. Anyway, I need to get moving. Let's get going. Oh, they're also gonna help me with the fireplace again with Ali's back. Not too sure what to do with this though. This is all our internet cables and a couple stuff we just chucked up on here.
but the internet cables don't reach that long, so I'm hoping they can fix this wee bit of floor, shuffle it round, do this bit of floor, and then shuffle it back, because ideally we keep the internet.
I think it might be a 3 coffee day. My hair certainly looks crazy enough for it to be a 3 coffee day. Oh, I know, Star, your home's getting turned upside down, isn't it, Boba? I know. It's so hard. Good sniff.
Where the rug's been, where the rug's not been, where the rug's been, where the rug's not been. And a stressy puppy.
Still can't get over this air gap. It's the floor. Look at that. There's the... That's the... you can see the plywood, you can see the underlay, and then there's literally like... I can fit my finger in there. It's so big. But we'll be saying goodbye to it today. We won't be saying goodbye to your little puppy though. But we'll be saying goodbye to it today. Another day, another kitchen update.
Babe's not plugged in.
Everything got dusty as get out yesterday, despite all that hoovering I did over the weekend.
But there's now no longer a hole in the floor here. There's one under here, but me. And you can see we're getting the nice new level floor all the way along here. Just for an example of show you how much the floor used to dip. Look at that back wall. Touching? Definitely not touching, definitely not touching. 1000% not touching. Touching. Not touching. Touching. Isn't it great? We have a nice new level floor now. Yay! And where the fireplace was is now gone. Ignore that mess of cables. Look at it. I hadn't realised, but there was also... Not only do we have the two sides, there was actually a bit of plywood attached to this back here. So we got another about 5mm back on this wall too. And this is currently what the kitchen looks like. Just everything just shoved in here. TV in your kitchen, anyone? Just stuff, more stuff. We even had to move the table out from its little dicket because we had to actually make extra floor in this corner, so even that's out of place. And the dog food's trapped in there. You can just get this top one open and get into it though, but still. Oh. Fingers crossed though, everything will be done by the end of next week and we can just start. And I can then start on the walls for it to be chaos for another few weeks beyond that. Yay. We have just shoved everything in the drawers because all the cupboards still need their shelves put in place. But even just having stuff in the drawers, I'm like, oh, I just bend down, it's just all there. It's great. And I freaking love these handles. Like, look how nice that is. It's just endless chaos in the hall as well. Just stuff everywhere. And we got rolls in a drawer. Rolls in a drawer. Yeah. So the hair color's softening and I am slowly becoming obsessed. And we officially have one full new subfloor. Yay! It's only 2 o'clock and I think they said someone's coming back to pick up all this later. But for now, still stuck with the small space. And oh my god, it's so dusty. Look at it. And look at the vault, it's meant to be black and just... Lol. Nice red bill. Good girl, come on. Next on the let's make the kitchen usable, oiling the worktops. This is super important because wood can be so easily damaged by water. Got to oil it to make sure it isn't going to get damaged easily. First of all though, it was still feeling quite rough even though I said it was meant to be prepped, so I gave it a sand with, I think it was like a 250 grit, just to make it super smooth. Use a mixture of manual power with my hands and just the sheets and the orbital sander for the kind of big flat surfaces. Also kind of took down the corners a bit. They were all quite sharp. They had all been like filleted, so it was like a flat edge as opposed to chamfered and nice round edge, so I softened all those down too. I'm not gonna lie, doing this oiling is quite scary because this is what it looked like before and I really love this colour. And this is what it looks like now. It's very different. And I think the main thing is that it's really warm. This kind of tones in with this. This is struggling. I'm a little scared. And despite how much I don't want to add another coat in case it darkens even more, I also don't want to destroy it in 6 months. So, second coat, yay! Fingers crossed it doesn't darken too much. Thankfully, rather than figuring out what I needed to buy or what oil I wanted to use, the worktops came with a tin of oil from the kitchen place, which was great. So I just need to find a brush. I just used a varnish brush that I had down in the studio and then buffed it with some lint-free microfiber cloths I had kicking about the house. They did get ruined though, so I am going to have to buy more dusting cloths. But it was quite an easy process, a bit footery getting in and out around the drawers and the sink and the cupboards. Maybe should have done this before they went on, but I got there in the end. So I wanted to have a wee chat while I did this bit of painting. Basically, this vlog ended up being about 3 weeks, I think, of footage. And you'll notice slowly throughout it that I stopped talking more and more and less kind of bigger stuff gets done. Having the kitchen and the ground floor and the living room off limits and basically torn apart ended up getting to me a lot more than I thought. Being stuck in one room for about a month surprisingly doesn't do a lot for your mental health. So I was ended up trying to find the joy and find the energy to do what I could and focus less on the timelines of the house and more on keeping myself healthy and keeping me okay, I suppose, is where we ended up. And just kind of going with the flow and just going with what my brain wanted to do and not trying to force or fight anything. Sometimes you just need some time and recuperation. And for me, this happened to be this painting, and I think it turned out really cute. And it ended up starting about a month-long obsession with dragon drawings, which there should be a series coming on Instagram starting next week that you can watch. I'm editing this a few weeks later, and I still feel like I'm recovering from the depression and the not great mental health I ended up in after the end of this renovation, despite the exciting new kitchen. I'm just going to keep doing all my healthy habits, not force too much work, and just hope I get out of it quickly. I am so sick of all this dust. Yeah, making some rolls might help cheer me up.
Such a screw up. Integrity. It should say perverted schnapps maniac.
First set of rolls in a couple of weeks and they look good.
Tried to draw some more dragons, realised I had no idea how to draw side profiles, so spent just about half an hour drawing side profiles of different dragon types. Practice does make progress after all. finished building unit number 1, got the doors ready to go, was about to attach them, and realised it's too short. All I need to do to fix this is just drill new little holes wherever I want these little kind of balancy bits to be. That's more effort than I was expecting to put in today, and I still have a full one to do. So I might just stop here, tidy up a bit. Maybe pick it back up tomorrow? No, I should see it through. We should see it through and get this done and have the units ready, so as soon as the guys leave tomorrow they can go up and look good. Why did I build these? It doesn't make sense to build these until after the wall's painted. I'm so dumb. I've done it now. I've done one now. I'm gonna leave the other one, but I've done one. So it's way more time than I was expecting this to take though, so probably need to just do the editing after dinner and the doggo training just now while I'm figuring stuff out.
Sleepy girl getting used to where her crate lives now.
Really enjoying sitting here with just how bright these lights are. It feels like daylight, which we don't have at the moment because it's really cloudy outside.
This is why I love these new lights. It's a pretty dull day and on. I know it's a wee bit bright white, but oh my god, it makes it feel like daylight. It's amazing. And off. So dull, so sad.
Definitely the highlight of this video was our night away in Dunblane for our first wedding anniversary. I can't believe it's been a year already. It's a gorgeous old building and we've had one of the top rooms in the house that faced out over the grounds, and it was just so nice to get out of the city for a bit. We did treat ourselves to a suite, so we had this nice wee dining room area, a big living room, and a massive bedroom as well with a wee seating area, and again more views over the grounds. It also had this weird little ducat that had a massive wardrobe and mirror, and of course got to have the spa slippers on. The hotel was super nice and had some champagne and chocolates in our room on our arrival to help us celebrate. Because we had Star with us, we ordered some room service and had a full 3-course meal in our little dining room. And then Star got her fun the next morning where we went out on a big walk on the grounds. They had this nice open field out the front, or they had this really cute wee woodland path as well that she was loving, especially smelling and chasing all the little bunny rabbits. Don't worry, we didn't let her get one. We had such a great night away celebrating our little family and how far our life's come in the past year. Here's to many more. And with that, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching another week of our DIY. I hope you join me next week and I'll see you then. Bye.